In this video, we're going to show you how to install an aluminum fence on a pool patio. Now, this is a really good video to watch because all of the posts are going to be core drilled onto the masonry. The customer wants these posts and this fence centered in the brick bordering the patio here. This is to provide protection against the dog and little kids running into the pool.
You will also learn how to install this beautiful arched gate.
Now, this is a very unique style of aluminum fence. Here we have a flush top, flush bottom section with an alternating press point on the top. So you have a press point here, then this picket reaches the top, then a press point, and it just alternates throughout the section. So this is going to be a really cool job. Now, if you're interested in having an aluminum fence installed at your house, simply text or call me directly and we can set up an appointment for me to come take the measurements and assist you. Now let's get started with this installation. Now we are marking the holes for the entire job. When you're core drilling a fence, it requires a little bit more planning than when you're digging into the dirt. So these sections we're using are 6 feet wide. Now, as you'll see, Hersan measures over 6 feet, and then he places a base skirt right on that mark. Then we're actually going to take the section and put it on top of those base skirts. That way we get an accurate measurement. Now you see, you put the base skirt on the floor where you're getting started.
These sections measure 6 feet center to center, so make sure the bottom rails go to about the center of the base skirt. This will give you enough room to insert the sections into the posts.
Now we use a red pencil just because it's easier to see, and he's just going to mark the outer edges of the skirt like that, and then the inner edges. Now, another thing I want to point out is the customer requested, and I agree with this, he wants the fence centered in the bricks that border the patio because he doesn't want the fence too far over where it's bordering the grass, and obviously he wants to maximize his space in the pool area. So the bricks here are about 8 inches, so we're going to center the fence about 4 inches going along the whole way. Now, as you'll see, this patio does make a lot of turns, and this is going to require some custom cut pieces. So we are planning this out in advance. Right here we have about a 7-foot span, so we're going to do 2 even pieces at about 3.5 feet wide each. That way it looks nice. Way better than having a full section and then having a small little 1-foot piece on the end. Now, around the turns and bends in this patio, you're gonna see it is hard to follow the curve exactly. So we're gonna have to custom cut these sections so that way we can follow it as best as possible. Now you can do a custom welded fence to accommodate the curve and actually curve the metal. It's just going to be a lot more expensive. This residential aluminum fence is a lot more reasonable, a lot more affordable. Now it is time to make all the holes for the fence posts. This right here is a core drill. This allows us to make holes in hard surfaces like brick, concrete, and masonry. What I have here is a core drill template. Now, when you're using a core drill on a hard surface like this, if you just put it down like this and turn it on, sometimes the core drill can skip, and this can make marks on the masonry. This is especially bad if it's new bluestone or something like that. So having a core drill template makes it a lot easier. All right, so now Hersan takes the core drill template and he places it over the hole that he marked out before. Now he's going to put his foot on the core drill template to hold it steady, and he's going to start the hole dry. Now he moves the template out of the way, and as you'll see, he started the hole. Now he has a nice round mark here where the core drill is going to go down and make the fence hole. This core drill is going to connect to a hose and it's going to spray water out the bit. This prevents the hole from overheating. Hersan is going to connect the hose. Lewis is over there ready to turn the hose on. Okay.
Here we have one person drilling and the other standing on the side to make sure that the drill is going down straight. We always work in pairs when core drilling. After the hole is complete, you may need to hit the drill bit with a mallet to get the stone out.
¿Qué es esto?
Here we'll show you the process one more time. You're going to start with your core drill template, then start the hole dry to make a mark. Then you're going to move your template out of the way, turn on the water, and then you are going to drill your hole. You'll have one person drilling and the other person standing on the side and in front to make sure that the drill is going down straight. After the hole is complete, you'll have your partner hit the bit with a mallet to get the remaining stone out of the core drill bit. After core drilling, it is important to clean thoroughly so that nothing settles onto the patio.
Now as you see, we're placing the posts in the holes that we're drilling. Right here it's an end post, so you have holes on one side of the post. Right here you have a corner post because the fence is making a turn. Here you're going to have holes on two sides of the post in a 90-degree plane. Then all the posts in between are going to be line posts. Those are going to have holes on two sides of the post in a 180-degree plane because those are going in between sections. So I'm going to put this end post here. This is where the fence is starting. I'm just going to put it in the hole that we just drilled. Alright, now you'll see we are putting this fence together, and it's very simple to do so. The posts come with holes already routed in them, so you're simply going to just take the section and insert it into the hole.
Now for your cut pieces, you're simply going to measure the spaces and cut your sections down accordingly. We first cut them down with a Sawzall and then use a grinder to notch the rails. Then the installation process is the same, just insert the sections into the posts.
Now as we make our way down the fence line, we put spacers underneath the fence so that way the space below the fence is about 2 inches across the entire patio. We're going to assemble the entire fence first, then we're going to work our way down the fence line, cementing each of the posts. We're going to use Quick Rock. It's an extremely fast drying cement. We're going to mix the Quick Rock and we're going to put it in the hole around the post. It's important after you pour the cement that you want to take a level to the post and hold it plumb so that way when the cement dries, the post sets in the correct position. Now as we work our way down the fence line, we're simply going to check that each section is level. If we have to hit a post down in order to make this section level, we're going to do that with a mallet. Then, once we know that the section is level, that's when we're going to add our cement. We're simply going to follow that process around the entire patio. The hardest part of the job, which is core drilling and mapping out where we're going to put our holes, is finished. Now we're simply assembling, cementing, and continuing. And stay tuned because later in this video we're going to be hanging this beautiful arched walk gate.
It is imperative that you clean the excess concrete as you go before it dries to the patio.
Now to really secure these sections into the post, we're going to use a black self-tapping screw going directly into the post into each rail.
Each post will get a skirt on the bottom and a cap on the top.
All right, now every post gets a cap. Theo, let's see it.
Easy.
Easy does it.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Good.
Now it is time to hang the gate. We're going to start by putting the hinges on the gate here. We want to line up this hinge kind of in between the mid and the top rail. Once that is secure, we're going to move on to the bottom hinge.
For the bottom hinge, there's no set rule, but we like to be about 6 inches up from the bottom of the gate.
So we have the hinges on the gate, and now it's time to actually hang it on the gate post here. One thing I want to point out that's really important is you want the spring-loaded side of the hinge to be on the fence post, not on the side of the gate. Now, in order to meet pool code, the gate does need to be self-closing. Now it's time to put the latch.
Now, as you'll see, this Magna latch comes with a key. When that red dot is showing, it's locked. Then when you turn the key, that red dot goes away. That means it's unlocked. To install this latch, you're going to first take the entire thing and put it up against the fence post. You're going to start with the side screws. This allows you to maximize the distance between the two brackets. Then you're going to lift the latch off so you could put the front screws in the two brackets. Then you're going to put the latch back on. Now you have to put the striker onto the gate frame. Simply put it on the gate frame and see where it lines up. There's a little screw on the inside that allows you to adjust it so you can go a little bit further away or closer to the gate. Once it lines up well, you're going to screw that onto the gate frame. Then, once that's all set, you're going to put the cap on the striker body.
That concludes this patio aluminum fence installation. Please subscribe to the channel. We release 2 new videos every week and you don't want to miss them. Check out this related content and we will see you in the next video.